Alright people, welcome back to our channel. It's the Neals Next Door. I'm Darren, this is Shirell. And to continue our theme of our last video, going back in time, we decided let's talk about TV shows and stuff that we used to watch as kids.
Disclaimer, I did not watch TV shows as a kid. I only watched Disney movies. So I'm not going to be very much help this time around because I didn't really watch any TV shows. I was a Disney and Barbie kid. If I wasn't playing with my Barbies, I was watching Disney movies.
Don't worry, I got it.
Okay, I can help you with what Sheree watched. Sheree was a TV connoisseur. She watched every TV show you could think of.
And if you're new to the channel, Sheree happens to be Sherell's sister. So hi Sheree.
Hey Ray.
Alright, so first on my list, and nobody laugh at me because it shames me to admit this, but one of the shows I watched growing up was Clarissa Explains It All with Melissa Joan Hart, the girl that plays Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Okay, now I think I did watch a couple of episodes of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but Sheree watched the other. What's the other
Clarissa
one?
Explains It All?
Yeah, that. Did it have the little person on the bottom of the screen? Or was that not Clarissa Explains It All? It was like a person who would act and then they would have a little cartoon of them at the bottom of the screen.
That I don't remember, honestly.
Okay, I gotta ask Sheree about that.
She used to be in her room most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Then she had the next door neighbor. Anyway, Clarissa Explains It All. I don't want to go too much into it because it shames me enough to admit that I watched that. So, now that we know you didn't watch it, let's move on to another one of my favorite shows growing up, which is Rugrats. Man, can I tell you that I love the Rugrats. You didn't like the Rugrats?
No, not at all.
I could say I watched Rugrats a good solid 5 years of my childhood.
They took it too far. Like, it was a TV show, then the movie, then another movie.
That's what they do with things all the time. Power Rangers.
But Rugrats wasn't good.
Rugrats was awesome. If you loved Rugrats, leave a comment below. Say, hey, I'm with you, man. Rugrats was the stuff because I enjoyed Rugrats. A baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do. No? Nothing? Jeez Louise, how did you watch? Anyway. But yeah, I love the Rugrats.
Who's your favorite character?
Tommy. Tommy and then Chucky.
I like the twins, if I had to choose.
Phil and Lil?
Yeah. And what was the African-American girl who was...
Susie?
Yeah, she was cute.
I should know these names anymore.
She was cute. She was cute.
So you were probably like Angelica with all the horror stories that Sheree tells about you on a regular
basis. I didn't like Angelica.
That should have been you. She make it sound.
Huh.
But anyway, all right. Well, another show that I used to like a lot besides Rugrats and Clarissa Explains It All would be Real Monsters.
Oh.
And that show actually had to grow on me. And if you haven't seen Real Monsters, it's pretty much documentary.
It's disgusting. They lived in a sewer or toilet.
Every guy gotta live somewhere.
Yeah, but it was gross. It was just really nasty.
I was a Nickelodeon guy. Like a Nick, I don't know if it was actually Nick Jr. back then. I think it was just Nickelodeon back then. I don't know if it was Nick Jr. But I used to watch Nickelodeon all day with my cousins. We just used to watch it all the time. Yeah, Real Monsters had to grow on me because at first I was like, why is this guy holding 2 eyeballs in his hands? I was like, it's just weird. But after watching a couple episodes, I got hooked. And
you know what that show reminds me of?
What?
SpongeBob.
No, it's not as bad as SpongeBob.
It reminds me of SpongeBob.
No,
like just pointless and.
No, that had actual. I didn't watch like those real pointless. Like I didn't watch Ren and Stimpy.
I didn't watch. Sheree watched that.
I didn't watch Cow and Chicken.
I didn't watch that.
I didn't
watch that. Ed, Ed and Eddie.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch Ed, Ed and Eddie because there was no plot. Like I needed some type of, you know, I like closure at the end of things. So that's why I binge watch TV shows because I need closure. I need that. And those shows are just like pointless to me. Powerpuff Girls. I used to like Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh, Sailor Moon. Now that I did watch.
I did watch.
Pretty good.
I did watch Sailor Moon though. I'm not gonna lie, because I used to like Tuxedo Mask, and then he used to be throwing roses at like. But yeah, I watched Sailor Moon growing up.
Yeah, Sailor Moon was pretty good. That was, I think, the only one really that I watched.
Did you watch Jonny Quest?
No.
What? I used to love Jonny Quest, and then they came out with the Real Adventures of Jonny Quest, and that's when I thought I was grown, but I was still a little kid.
What was the Real Adventures?
They just updated it, so instead of that old cartoon drawing, it just looked a little bit more up to date, and they actually look like teenagers now, but it was still cartoons.
So they grew older?
No, they just updated the show.
Oh.
Like, I didn't watch Johnny Bravo either. I used to watch from time to time, but he was also mindless entertainment. I was like, this is nothing. Oh! I wonder if anybody else can remember this, because I think I'm the only one that does. It's a show called Fantastic Max. It was with a little baby. He had a stuffed animal that was an alien, and when everybody went to sleep, he used to wake up, and they used to use their imagination and go travel like in space and go on little adventures. Fantastic Max, great show.
Flintstones?
I did watch the Flintstones. I watched the Flintstones. I watched the Jetsons.
I remember the Jetsons, but I didn't watch it.
I didn't really like the Flintstones and Jetsons. I just had to watch them because they were in a gap of where there was nothing else on TV, so I kind of had to watch them. Because if it was either watch that or switch to channel to PBS and watch like Lamb Chops and stuff like that.
I like Lamb Chops.
Oh, I hate
This is the song that never ends.
Or what else was on there? It was Lamb Chops.
I was a Barney kid. And Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego?
I did watch.
Now that was the.
I did watch Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego and Bill Nye the Science Guy. I used to love.
We only watched that at school.
I love Bill Nye the Science Guy.
So you watched that on your free time?
Yes, because it used to come on at 4:30. It was the last TV show to come on every day. I love Bill Nye the Science Guy. But you just reminded me, before there was Kids Bop, there was Kidsongs, where it was a TV show where they used to sing songs with kids like just running around all over the place singing different songs and stuff like that.
I don't remember that.
It's like Kids Song Sing Along or something like that. Whatever the name was. So maybe I can find it and post it up there. But another show I loved was Wild and Crazy Kids. I always wanted to be on Wild and Crazy Kids.
Was that like the running and doing obstacle course?
Yeah, and there was like a whole group of kids. There'll be like a red team, a blue team, and there'll be like 20 kids on each team. And they just go out and have fun. That and...
The other one with the talking like mummy thing.
Legends of the Hidden Temple?
That I liked. I liked that one.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I used to watch that. I used to watch, remember Stickly?
It sounds familiar.
From Nickelodeon. He was the host of Nickelodeon for a while. Stickly. And then they moved from Stickly to Nick Cannon, I think, started hosting at that point after that. But I never liked All That.
I didn't either. Sheree would watch that.
I never liked All That. I used to hate listening to Amanda Bynes just yelling, and Kenan Kel wasn't really always funny to me like I know.
Sheree watched freaking Good Burger.
I hated that.
Did you watch that movie?
No, I didn't. I never really got into Kenan and Kel because I knew them from All That, and it was just. Only thing I did like was Mr. Repairman, man, and he's that Mr. Repairman was funny, but otherwise I didn't really deal with that. But you used to watch a show on Nickelodeon.
I did. I just
no, that was Disney. That was
Bug
Disney.
Juice was Disney. That was the real world for kids.
I didn't have Disney Channel. We had Nickelodeon.
Bug Juice was the bomb. Pretty much, it was like a TV show about kids that went away to camp, and they would have like dances and different stuff like that. And it made me think that I wanted to go to camp. But then I realized camp life really wasn't for me when a lady told me to jump into the lake to see if I was a swimmer A or a swimmer B. And I said, I'm a swimmer none because I'm not getting in that dirty lake. And I actually didn't eat for 3 days. And I told them if they didn't call my mom, because they said that they couldn't call my mom. I said, well, if you don't call my mom, then I'm going to die. And then you're going to be on the news. And my mom is going to be really mad. So I literally starved myself for 3 days.
That's tough.
But guess who got their mom called now?
I was a camp kid. I used to love camp.
Not even regular camp.
I love camp so much I became a camp counselor when I was able to.
Yeah. The only thing I liked about camp was when it rained that you got to go to the movies.
But we used to go see old movies, like the free movie on Tuesday morning.
Kid, so I loved that.
So now you got me thinking, because now a whole bunch of shows are starting to pop into my head.
Like what? I thought we was done.
No, man, I got a whole bunch more now. You didn't even watch like Step by Step or like
Full House and all that?
Full House, Family Matters?
No.
You didn't watch? Oh my God, what were you doing?
I don't like to really watch other people's families. It's like
we have a family vlog.
I stay in my box and I have to worry about my own family. I cannot focus on 100 other different things and a drama going on in this family and a drama going on. If you ask any of my friends or any of my siblings, like, I just stay to myself. I am not in everybody's business type of person. It just,
you watch reality TV.
But that's because it's mindless stuff and I can watch it while I'm folding clothes.
That is the same
But
thing.
that gets me rowdy. It makes me feel like, oh my God, I wish I was back in New York so I could just act ratchet like these people on this TV show. That's the only reason why I watch it, because I'm like, oh, I remember that. And then I gotta go back to Sherelle, you're a professional. Let's act like a professional.
I have no comment.
But let's rewind back to when we were kids, because that's what we were talking about. Kids, things that we watched when we were kids, not the things that we watch now.
Oh, I'll just go a quick rundown. Space Ghost.
I don't know what that is.
Then they did Space Ghost Coast to Coast, where he had like a late night TV show.
Oh, it was the guy with the mask.
Yeah.
Okay,
I love Space Ghost, but I didn't watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I just watched regular Space Ghost.
Did you watch Tom and Jerry?
Yeah, I used to watch Tom and Jerry. I used to watch Looney Tunes, Animaniacs.
Oh, I remember Animaniacs.
I used to love when they did the.
I didn't watch it.
They used to do the state song. They used to. I used to love that song so much.
Yeah.
Like when I used to come home from school, it was drop my book bags, turn on that TV so I could watch Aladdin, Gargoyles.
I remember Gargoyles.
Yeah. What else came on? DuckTales.
Yeah. I watched that stuff.
Oh my God. Darkwing Duck. Power Rangers. Man, I used to have so much fun.
I watched Power Rangers. I can't even lie. I wanted to be the Yellow Ranger, and Sheree was the Pink Ranger. I wanted to be the Yellow Ranger when she was the Asian girl. Remember? It was the Asian Yellow Ranger, and then I think it was also a black girl that was the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, I enjoyed Power Rangers for a very long time. I think up till like they became Power Ranger like Zeo or something like that.
Yeah.
And then after that, they just started coming out with too many. I couldn't keep up. And then I also got old. And then I was like, dude, you can't be watching Power Rangers anymore. But man, I used to watch all kinds of TV shows, especially on Cartoon Network. Like, I was a Cartoon Network guy for a long period of time. That's when Fantastic Max came on. And then, I used to come home and I used to love watching Bobby's World. And
oh gosh,
I love Bobby's World because his personality, his imagination was like where mine was. So I used to take whatever I could and just put myself in this world. So his little tricycle turned into everything he wanted. If you haven't seen Bobby's World, he's taking Uncle Ted, Uncle Ted, Uncle Ted. I'm afraid of the dark, Uncle Ted. It's just it was a good show, man.
What about The Simpsons?
Did
you watch that?
Never really got into The Simpsons too much. I watched it a little bit, but I watched it more so just so I could have something to talk about with the kids at school. But
does that still come on?
I think so. I think it probably
like new episodes.
It might. Well, that's just a few of the shows that I used to watch. I might actually leave some more in the description, whatever comes to my mind while I'm editing these videos and I get old stat moments that pop up. But if you guys have any shows that we didn't say, or well, I didn't say, by all means, drop them below, and you know, just give us a shout out. Also, if you want to do a collab with us in the future, definitely let us know. Reach out to us on any of our social media. Shoot us an email at DarrenAndShirell@gmail.com. If you have an idea ready, then that's great. Shoot us the idea. We're down for it. It's the holiday season. We all got a bunch of videos to put together. So let us know. We'll work it out. But until then, my friends, see you guys later. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you're new to our channel. If you've been here a long time, thank you guys for watching. Also, London has her own channel called Lolo's Playroom, so if you want to slide over there and take a look at a few of her toy reviews and just having a grand old time being in London. So, have fun, people. Bye.
Bye.